Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. My name is Brenda Generali, and I'm with Joyful Living Services. I'm here with Deb, who is one of my long-term graduate students. And she graduated with IIPA for not only level one, level two, but also level three. So she's gone through also advanced iridology. And she's here today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself. So good morning, Deb.
Good morning, Brenda. Um, like Brenda said, my name is Deb Kahler. I live in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I met Brenda online through a search on Zoom. I had gone through some holistic iridology more for the emotional part, and I was searching for a teacher who could teach me the constitutional part of iridology, and I would say that God brought her into my path. And so when I researched her a little bit, I just felt very drawn to her as my teacher. And so I took level one and level two through IIPA with Brenda as my teacher in 2020, and then level three in 2022. And surprising how time flies. It feels like I just did all of this last year. But Brenda's such a caring, wonderful woman, and she really cared about how we did in the class. She really wants us to excel and learn the information so that we can be the healthiest version of ourselves, and to share this with, you know, many people who's ever willing to receive it. And so Brenda has taught me so much, and then she also offers many other informational pieces and trainings and classes on her website. So I just really appreciate, everything that she brings to the table as far as health. I am a constitutional and holistic iridologist. I'm also a massage therapist. I am a biofield tuner, and right now I'm studying family constellation therapy. And I just love bringing this all together. And the eyes show us so many avenues, and then to weave it into these other modalities. I just find it fascinating how we can get to the bottom of, the root of the cause of the issue in the person or in their family line. So I just, want to say thank you to Brenda, especially for her, just really caring, loving ways, but also nudging when we feel stuck. And that she is, just such a wonderful mom and teacher and human being on the planet. So thank you, Brenda, for, really caring about me and, my life and what I bring to the table. You have really helped me more than you can imagine.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Tell me a little bit about what did you say? One of the things you did, constellation?
Family constellation therapy,
What is
like
that?
holy cow.
What is
Holy
it?
cow. It's so it is finding the entanglements of where people are stuck.
Okay.
And let me see, for instance, I'll tell you one of the stories that I've seen on the training just because it's so interesting. So there was a woman whose daughter was schizophrenic, and they were really struggling with her, so they came to the seminar. And long story short, what it ended up being was the schizophrenic energy happened because her grandmother, so the mother of the mom, died at birth, and the mom almost died too, but she didn't. But none of this emotional stuff got healed.
Hmm.
None of it. And so the schizophrenic girl was carrying the grandmother's energy. And when you, like, it needs to be aligned, it needs to be come from a place of love. Um, so I'm excited to see how I can bring this, like what's showing in the eyes, bring this family constellation therapy, like, okay, is there any way we can like bring that together? I think we can. Um, but it helps to see where the entanglements are, or what, what didn't, like a lot of times there's a person who died and the energy of this other person is still focusing on that dead person, so they can't focus on anything here and now because subconsciously they're focused on this dead person. um, so I am barely into it, probably 2 months into it, uh, but it's fascinating, like very fascinating of, what are you carrying, whose energy are you carrying, how far back, and why did you get tangled up with them, and what can you do, what part of that needs love, um, so that it can be set free and you can be set free and they can be set free. So it's it's very interesting.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
It almost sounds like there's a lady that I used to work with that did ancestral healing. And
Mm,
I think she was psychic, but
yeah,
when I worked with her a little bit, and she said that my great grandma was attached to me, and I
yeah,
believe that because she's always with me, kind of.
yeah,
And she said that she was there with me saying, "You need to do more. You need to do more. You need to do more." And so it almost kind of sounds like that. And
yes.
she was able to clear that for me. So is what you're learning also the ability not only to be able to see what's entangling people, but also to help them clear that,
Yeah,
help
and
them
it's really,
feel that?
I wouldn't call it clearing it. I would calling it giving it what it requires, like realigning it so that it is balanced.
Right,
Because we're not, nobody, we don't want every family member in a family deserves to be there. So we don't want to make anybody go away. We just like, right, what did your grandma need from you? Why was she attached to you?
right,
She didn't get something in her life that she really needed. And so she was trying to do it through you. So in a way, you're clearing it, but really you're aligning it with what it needs, um, so that it's not draining your energy, or causing dis-ease, but also setting her free of whatever hers was.
right,
So I
right,
would say it's similar, very similar.
right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's amazing what, and sad, like, and it's so powerful. Like the other day we were on a call and he said, "I want you to go like intuitively feel how far back, like, so your grandma, but maybe you could go stand with her mother or her mother and go to the one who had no issues, one who felt balanced, one who felt empowered. Stand with them for a day or two in yourself and see what happened in the next generation, that the women didn't feel empowered, or that they were looked down upon, or whatever it was. So it's to uh, find the harmony again.
yeah. Wow. Very
Yeah,
powerful stuff. And that'll work really
yeah,
well with iridology because, as we know, under every physical ailment, there's always repressed emotions or things that are those entanglements, like you called it,
yes,
right?
yes, yep. And so I, I, I agree with you on that. That I do feel, looking in the eyes and then noticing like what is going on here. That I think it'll be fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to my next year of life.
Yes, I am too. And I'm looking forward to working with you again in June or before
Thank
June
you.
and after
Yes,
June.
yes.
Okay. All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
So
thank
now
you.
we all understand a little bit better what that was because I hadn't heard of that before.
Yeah, I heard of it 2 years ago, probably, or three. I don't know. I was doing some studying with Dr. Klinghardt. He's a German, I don't know, naturopath, I'll call him, but he's an amazing energy worker. And he does family constellation therapy, but only in person. And I, at that time, was like, well, I can't really go to Germany right now, so I guess I won't do it. But I went to Costa Rica in June for a women's retreat. And when I got back, I had this email and it talked about family constellation therapy, that there was a lady here doing a little workshop. And it's like, I'll be there, I'm doing it. And so I signed up for it. And the day before, she called me and she goes, Deb, I don't usually offer this, but she said everybody else that was supposed to come to the class, they all backed out. And she said, if you want to come, we can do a one-on-one or we can just postpone it. And I'm like, I will be
Ooh.
there.
Yeah,
I will be
exactly.
there. And
Exactly.
so it was so amazing. Like I choose to learn this. And so the guy that teaches it now, because the original guy passed a couple years ago, which I wish I would have been able to meet him. But anyway, the guy that teaches it now is in Chicago, not far from me. And so a lot of the stuff's on Zoom, but there are some stuff in person that I have to go to, but it's only a 2 hour drive. And so just, I don't know, I think, it just all aligns when we're supposed to have it align, like you showing up in my path when I was ready. And I just, very thankful.
Yep. Yep. That's what they say. When it's meant to be, it's easy.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep. No
Well,
forcing.
thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I'm going to change this here. I really appreciate your time and thank you for sharing about what you do and about the class. And I look forward to working with you some more.
Thank you, Brenda. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.